A seed for Lady Glasgow. New seed, Prayer Wheel. I don't think so. I don't want to give Prayer Wheel the time of day. Ah, I like TBW's thinking. We always call this Lady Glasgow, but what about the lesser-known big city in Scotland, Aberdeen? Let's go, Ken. Greetings, Niao. It is time for Aberdeen Lady to take a spin at the Spire. Didn't go so well for her last time, as best I recall, but let's try not to remember that. Random common relic is perfectly good. We love relics. The earlier you get them, the better. There are very few common relics that are just bad. Almost nothing comes to mind anyway. Bag of Preparation would be nice. Lantern, Happy Flower, Vajra. The list goes on. They're not hugely impactful, but they are universally useful. Unlike rare relics, which can be broken, but also kind of useless. Remove 2 is also kind of nice in a silent, given she has a big fat starting deck. Not as good as common in my view, and I would only accept the boss swap if it was Slime Boss. It is Slime Boss. Hate Slime Boss as the silent. It is her worst matchup by far, because the Slime Boss you deal with by doing big, heavy damage. But very rarely can the silent actually do that. She can get a good Phantasmal Killer setup on the Slime, but that's already asking for a rare card, and other good cards, and good draw order, which is not something you can rely on. Late Spicy Elite is really nice. I like that. Late Shop is also good. The only taking on 2 elites not very good. I could take on 3, but that means no spicy. Does it mean no spicy? No, it doesn't. Consider a route like this. 1 advanced hallway, take an elite, get an upgrade, take another elite, and another elite. That's so low on upgrade paths, though. I think I would rather go heavier on the upgrades. Yeah, I like that. 2 elites, not great, but that'll do. Don't love early events, but we'll consider which of these we want to do when we get there. And take on you, and you, go shopping, and the Spicy Elite, and we're out of here. And we'll do that with our common relic. Nunchaku, so getting shivs would be very good for Lady Aberdeen. Grand Finale would be a big damage card. Don't get me started with the Grand Finale. Ravioli, Grand Finale. Ooh, looking like a bad turn next turn. We're going to be weakened by this thing. Fortunately, weakened or not, you still go down. Not terrible, actually. Taking 1 is fine enough. Taking 12 is not fine enough, though. Ow. Stop trying to hurt me. Fortunately, I can just barely finish you off here. Oh, right, we wasted Nunchaku. Well, whoa, interesting options, because they're all uncommon cards. Against Slime Boss, Poison is less appealing, because when Slime Boss splits into multiple slimes, he loses all buffs and debuffs, including Poison. All-out attack looking like the best thing here. It answers AoE immediately. It enables some discard play. And it's a good big chunky damage card, which Silent is often desperate for. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Bouncing Flask, but you gotta solve the problems at hand before you start thinking about, ooh, well, if I took Bouncing Flask, it would be very easy to kill the champ, right? Well, we're not at the champ. Oh, but we are at free remove. I love free remove. Normally, you instantly go for the strikes, but Gremlin Orb is an ever-present consideration. I'm still getting rid of a strike, though. It's very hard for Silent to make her strikes good. The strikes are a necessary evil on Silent, and they are evil. Removing cards early on a Silent feels pretty bad, not gonna lie. Why would you lie? This is rather easy a choice, isn't it, right? I don't mind discarding Ascender's Bane. We're unlikely to ever see it again. We're not seeing it again. Perfect cultist fight. I wonder if there was a draw there that could have made it not perfect. No, I was always blocking. Yet again, wasting Nunchaku. Skip? These are bad. These are all bad. Choke is a bad A20 card in general. You can make it work. But one, you'd rather get it pre-upgraded, and two, you need a lot of zero-cost attacks to go with it, because it's 2 cost. As we've already ascertained, poison is not the answer for the Act 1 boss, nor is it particularly good for any of my Act 1 encounters, maybe Lagavulin. And Bane is no good without poison, so I think we're taking this fight to make up for the lack of card reward here. Choke is good with shivs, but also sucks against artifact. Well, yeah, but we don't have shivs. And I can't take it thinking, ooh, it would be good if. Also, no potions is another reason I'm taking this additional combat. I need potions. Wow, what a failure of a run against Jawworm this is. You can just take 30 plus unavoidable Jawworm damage, especially playing as the Silent. I don't want to take that 12 in the chin, but... hopefully I'm not too punished here. Another 12 coming in from you. You just don't quit, do you? If I deal 1 damage, another 24 turns, we'll get through this. But the difference is he... oh my god! This is what I'm talking about. Awful, awful draws against Jawworm. He keeps buffing up and I keep not killing him. And in comes the 17, and then you're wondering, what am I meant to do? Cry, I suppose. Crying is good. Do another 1 damage to him. Should have taken the poison, right? Still isn't enough to kill him. Ah. Wrong order. I completely forgot about Nunchaku. Disastrous fight, by the way. I lost track of the amount of damage we took there. But we are rewarded with some shivs. And a hard combat against Slaver. Neutralize him immediately. Was it really only 14 damage? Felt like a lot more than 14. At least we have Nunchaku next turn. Hopefully some attacks to go with it. No! In that case, save Nunchaku for next turn. In case we need it. Does this even kill? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ah! You're a real piece of work, you know that? So it's not a really good day to be the Silent right now. We're not particularly set up, but we do have 2 potions at least. Burst, but nothing worth bursting. Nauseous Fumes and Dagger Throw. Kinda need that Dagger Throw damage, but am I gutsy enough to take the Nauseous Fumes? It's a bit slow, and we haven't added any block into the deck. The deck in general isn't very good. I might even skip this Elite. Like, that's how bad I think the deck is. And go to the shop and try and buy a better anything. Could we force through the Elite with these potions? That'd be difficult. Yeah, there's nothing worth... well, maybe Blade Dance is worth bursting, but that just means Burst is as good as another Blade Dance. You know what, I'm going to take Burst, and I'm going to probably rest and ignore the Elite. Well, there is the minutest of possibilities I might be able to get something like Lee's Waffle on sale there. Burst Plus is quite interesting. Because we could say double Blade Dance, then double Survivor. You know, in a wonderful world. Let's be aggressive, shall we? The odds of this are like 1%, but let's see what you have for me. Nah, was not to be. Accuracy, on the other hand, looking quite good. Alright, now we have something that might be able to work for us. Accuracy, Bursted Blade Dance is suddenly quite a lot of damage. And I could still get a card reward, card removal. Yeah, at this point those strikes have got to go now. Missing out in greed hurts. No, just put it behind you. It was never going to happen. That means only 1 Elite this act. That is rather sad, but the Maw Bank is here to make up all that money that Hand of Greed could have given us. I'm okay with that. Successful Act 2 shopping incoming. Upgrade Blade Dance, ignore the shop, and keep moving. There's also the upgrade accuracy idea. But given that Blade Dance can get doubled, maybe we do both in due time. Oh no. Okay, all-out attack is here. Yes, I'm okay with that. Because I can kill you and I can kill you. Would I skill potion for 7? It's not a very good potion. 40% potion chance. I would. And I'm glad Shadow Cone would as well. Just shows we are one of the same mind. You're gone, and please tell me this kills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't kill. Whoops. Surely he dies now, though. Surely. Alright, we do get a replacement potion. It was absolutely the right thing to do. And we get Blade Dance, number 2. Alright, we're looking pretty good. I know we made a pretty cowardly decision not to fight this elite. But like I said, evaluate every step along the way. I really didn't think we could take on this elite. This will be the same elite, I believe. I think it's always in order. So the game has already decided that you're going to fight Gremlinov, Lagavulin, Gremlinov sentries in that order. So this fight will be what was there. I think. I could be wrong. I don't know everything about this game. Also, that's not the elite we're fighting. We're fighting the spicy elite. Acid Slime. Accuracy's down ahead of time. We neutralize. Doubling the blade dance, or rather bursting the blade dance is dubious because those shivs are going to go into the discard pile. But more damage is good damage. Die, 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 die. Alright, is a split on 4 good? Asking for a friend. That was a poor play. I should always be maximizing Nunchaku. Yet another potion. Definitely not a better potion than we have right now. Leg Sweep is good. It blocks, it weakens. Actually, the deck is so far looking really good. We've added nothing but good quality here. And let's keep that going. Let's try and keep a nice thin deck. Thank you, Juzu. No, that was Mawbank giving me money. Juzu doesn't exist. I will click on this 2 times in the hope for a relic. 1, 2, back away. So just lost. Imagine we got Gremlin shanked or something. Right, it is Luggy with plus strength, but we get accuracy turn 1. I want to try and burst leg sweep on this thing if I can for setup. There's burst, but that's not leg sweep. Means we'll never get burst leg sweep, so do we just open with bursted blade dance? I think we do. Because next turn we will get leg sweep and block, so we full block next turn. And then what we do beyond that is up to anybody else but me. What about a strength potion? On 20% potion chance with the setup looking this good, I don't think strength potion is necessary. Nah, no way. Shame about the wasted Nunchaku, but all we ever do with Nunchaku is waste it. So it comes in for 22, then we sweep the leg, and we full block. It's that easy. And then we have to do it again. And we kind of do. However, like most fights, it's a damage race, so we're going to do the extra damage. And then we get an off turn where we hope we get Burst Blade Dance and win. We get Burst, but we don't get Blade Dance, so instead... I'm about to become pretty weak. Next turn, do we kill? I have to deal 45. So I'm dealing 12 right now, so we need to deal 33. That's 8. That's 4 times 6. And that's another 6. So 5 6s is 30. Yeah, we got this. No need to faff around. Dance those blades. Hey, we got Nunchaku's value as well, in case I miscounted, but of course, I didn't. The Art of War are really good in the silent normally, but not so good with shivs. Still could be good if we need to turn to just block, so definitely want that Art of War. This feels very familiar. It's the would you like poison, or the card that only works with poison? This is a skip for sure. I only consider dodge and roll if I have dexterity. Poison won't solve the slime boss. Bane just doesn't solve anything right now. I'm okay with resting again going into slime boss. He's that big of a pain in my bits. That said, Leg Sweep Plus is huge. Very easy to brick this. However, the Distilled Chaos is our anti-brick. Let's be aggressive. Well, the really aggressive choice is to upgrade the other Blade Dance. Or even Accuracy. Accuracy is better than this Blade Dance. You know what? Let's go for it. Slime Boss will give us some setup time. This is fine. Ah. Of course it discarded the strike and led me to realize that I've once again forgotten about Nunchaku. Have I ever made use of Nunchaku energy so far? Right, it's weak for Slime Crush. And we get to Accuracy Burst Blade Dance. That's pretty good. Accuracy Plus, that is. And we have extra energy as well. That's pretty darn good. Yeah, let's take the split. It's not an amazing split, but it's not a bad split. And they don't attack at all, which is cool, except this is not cool. I'm going to be weakened and frail and in a bit of trouble. Because Burst has been and gone without my Blade Dance. Yeah, sure wish I had that bursted Blade Dance right about now. Can still Blade Dance, all-out attack. Make good things happen, because we have accuracy down despite the weaken. And I guess we stop the spiky slime, because he's going in hardest. That extra energy is more than welcome. Could I go for a split on both? I mean, damage is one thing, but what about no damage? It doesn't look so good next turn, though. Yeah, especially with my area effect gone, they could all attack me, and they do all attack me, and that's quite bad. So I can't kill any of them. Notably, Distilled Chaos doesn't get me out of this. But if I hit the leg sweep, at least I have a bit of block coming in, and it might strike one of these, which will allow me to kill one. That's good enough for me. Did not quite go to plan. You weakened the one that isn't attacking. But that's a good amount of block regardless. And if I strike, then you will die to the strike next turn. Nice. Is it nice? I'm not dying here, am I? I'm not weakened, surprisingly. I'm going to go down to 1. Are we okay with that? Could brick and die, but let's not brick and die. Once again, Nunchaku value is lost. Just maximizing the healing that I'm getting, you see? Oh, it's good. Right, is any of this good? Afterimage is pretty good if we're Shiv dancing. Especially if we're burst Shiv dancing. That's a lot of afterimage hits. Adrenaline is always good, but I think this deck needs 1 or 2 afterimages to solve the lack of block. Yoink. Yeah, hit points are just a resource, and we're going to get 75% of our missing ones back. So resting was a foolish thing to do. Glad we didn't do it. Oh, crap. Well, this is awful. We cannot take Velvet Choker. We completely shut down our shiving and our bursting. Slaver's Collar does not help us out in hallway combats, and hallway combats are notoriously difficult for Silent. Silent actually excels at boss killing, of all things. She tends to scale better in those situations. Ectoplasm is just horrible because no money ever again. And if I meet thieves, thieves are immediately going to take all my gold and we can't do anything with it. And I would really like to get rid of the rest of my strikes. Goodbye, money. Oh crap, I have Mawbank. What was I thinking? Oh well. Let's pray for an early shop then so I don't feel extra robbed. There is no early shop. Gotta go there. Gotta spend my money before all disappears. Hopefully I can take on elites. I have one potion. It's gotta be good enough. We go shopping and then we get the heck out of here somehow. Please, no thieves. Well, that's one no thieves. This isn't great. At least we're kind of set up for next turn with the Nunchaku. Yep, all that Nunchaku value. And then we're frail enough to feel a little hurt here. Double this first, so that I'm not actually throwing anything away. Yeah, glad I have that extra energy, right? I think I am. This isn't very nice either. What's all these not nice things happening? There, we finally hurt him for 2. He immediately blocks. Oh, goody goody. Right, please die. Die in such a manner it leaves my Nunchaku set up. Alright, good anti-bird potion, so I'm praying for birds and not birds. Yet another blade dance. It sounds good, doesn't it? That's because it is good. However, it's not as good as well-laid plans. More blade dances make me stronger on output, but well-laid plans allows me to counteract a lot of bad things. It's also a priority upgrade. It's such a good card. And since we didn't get the pyramid, it's even better to have. If we see the pyramid at the end of this, I'll feel extra sad. Oh, thank God it's not the thieves. but shelled parasite's still a problem. I want that leg sweep down. I want after image down. But I also want to hurt you, so I want accuracy down. Wait, Nunchaku! Yes, I set it up for a reason. After image. Accuracy. Blade dance. Shiv, 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 shiv. Sweep the leg. Full block, and you're weakened. Now, what was I saying about Silent needing help in hallway combats? Well, she needed that help. Doesn't really matter what happens here, just don't... Oh, that doesn't do anything. Oh well. Plans with Burst is so strong, it certainly is. And hey, there's plans with Burst. A little unfortunate that we take this damage, but... that should be the only damage we have to take here, because with accuracy down, I can burst blade dances to my heart's content. And my heart certainly has some contenting going on here. Better to burst the blade dance plus, especially together with the leg sweep, but... is this really a but? Do I just kill you now? Yes I do. Why am I even thinking about this? Get out of here, shelled parasite. You absolutely live up to your name. Increment Nunchaku with the additional strike in there, and we get a pretty good potion. Vulnerable goes terrifically well together with our blade dancing. We didn't get the thieves. That means there are no thieves in Act 2. That's nice. I think Fear Potion might be better than Strength Potion. 50% more damage is better than... what would 2 be? 20% more damage. Can thieves appear in question mark? No. The only thieves in Act 2 are in the first 2 combats, because in Act 2 and 3, your first 2 combats are considered the easy pool. In Act 1 That's, forget Act 1. In Act 2, that's double thieves, single shelled parasite, single chosen, 3 birds. Yeah, those are considered easy. Well now. Champ is our boss. We're taking that accuracy. And yeah, actually, Fear Pot beats Strength Pot most combats here. I don't know about that. That's actually a very difficult choice. What would need to die so quickly that Fear Potion makes all the difference? And if I don't have accuracy down, Strength Pot is just as strong, where Strength Pot actually works with a few other things as well. Will you see more birds? No, we can't see the birds again. The birds are only possible in the first 2 combats in Act 2. Never possible again. So that's a good argument not to have Explosive Potion, but the Explosive Potion is also good against Slavers and Gremlin Leader. Basically things before I'm set up. Do this. Thank you, Ectoplasm, for eating my maw bank again. Apparitions with Burst? Sign me up, Buttercup. I didn't need those hit points anyway. Match and keep. Match and keep neutralize. Backflip. Alchemize. Normality. Where the hell's that alchemize? Okay, 1 in 4 for alchemize. The only thing that seems worth our time. I'll take number 1, because I am number 1. Groovy. Now, do I have any reason to think I can't take on one of these elites? Not a single reason comes to mind. Pay money that I don't really have much of for a remove. This actually saves me money, because if there's anything I'd want to spend my money on, it would be card removes. Does mean I can't buy an uncommon relic at the shop, but I think double remove is better to get rid of these crummy strikes. It is I, Cleric, masquerading as a mere beggar. Thank you, Cleric. Is Alchemize blocked by Sozu? Yes. You can play it, and it will generate nothing. But it will exhaust. Maybe you have exhaust synergy. I'm scared enough of this fight to Fear Pot, and especially because I have Alchemize, I should Fear Pot. And then we just go to town on this thing. First attack's not going to be any particularly big deal. Defend an all-out attack. Yes, because I want to take ne poids of damage here. Damn, big hit number 2. That means number 3 is 7 by 3. What a waste. Although, is this lethal? No, because we don't have accuracy down. Damn it! I had another accuracy and we still don't see it. I'm gonna have to burst this defend. Well, it might not be lethal, but it's a hell of a lot of damage. Hell of a lot of block. Bear with me. Hit them with the strike. Save the shiv. I can retain 1 card. And this is actually 1 block. And we already full block. So, yes. And it's still going to be vulnerable next turn. Now that... Wait, 7 by 4? Oh, right, yeah, I can't count. Thank God apparitions are here. Also, we get accuracy together with a shiv. Can still hold on to it, actually. Nice. Admittedly, I should have played it there because it's vulnerable no more, but... Surely I had a plan all along. Yeah, eat that, you sucker. I can still hold on to it, actually. By the same logic, I should have held on to it. Oh dear. Don't worry, be happy. Next turn might look kind of bad, but all we need to do is Blade Dance and this thing is dead. If I don't draw the Blade Dances, I'm in so much trouble right now. I'm in so much trouble right now. How? Well, burst into leg sweep it is. Yeah, otherwise I'm just completely hosed. Still not even full blocking here, which is mad. There we go, that's better. Shouldn't need the energy next turn. Nunchaku's there for me. Those blade dances are enough damage to kill. So yeah, this thing is dead next turn. I just need to breathe a bit of a sigh of relief for it all. Oops. We got Nunchaku next turn, he says. Does this guy even know how to play this game? What the hell does he think he is? Alright, flawless fight, truly, but still made my heart beat a bit too much. The freaking boot is here. The anti-nemesis plan is create another blade dance. Truth be told, it could do with a third blade dance, but I'd rather it were pre-upgraded. Am I greedy enough to take Piercing Wail instead? With apparitions and leg sweep, Piercing Wail doesn't really fit the bill here, does it? Wail is generally good, but I think I need another blade dance. Yeah, because apparitions solve things better than Piercing Wail, and bursted leg sweep also solves things in terms of blocking. Piercing Wail is great against the heart. Kind of a card you always want to have on hand. Really good for retain, but then so is a blade dance. Wail is also good against the slavers, that much is true. Alright, I'll take one Wail. It doesn't need upgraded. Blade dances certainly benefit from being upgraded. Well-laid plans is a big upgrade, though. I don't worry too much about apparition upgrades. It's nice, but in my opinion, just play them when you see them. With Art of War, we can make back the energy cost of playing them, as long as I don't do attacks alongside them. Certainly want to go shopping, maybe even twice. No, we wouldn't be able to afford 2 removes, but removes are good. I want to break this maw bank so it stops reminding me how much I've gone and hosed myself with it. But think about it, we could get Hand Drill. It's such a bad relic. It saved one of my runs once. I would have died if I hadn't broken through Spear and Shield block and killed them with Hand Drill. But most of the time it's just complete nonsense. Remove a strike. I would like to buy a card as well, so we don't ever consider going shopping again. Buy Panache. Dealing 5 cards in a single turn is very doable, but I think my shivs already do plenty of damage. What does Panache answer that we don't already answer? Because it's not damage. It's potentially AoE damage. But that would be more useful for my boss, where Automaton or the Collector, because it's just Champ and he's a single target, Panache's all enemies falls short, and 5 for 10 damage, that's already not as good as just 1 shiv. I'm not sold. I think it's much more agreeable to remove a strike. Area damage is decent. I don't think it's worth all your gold for the rest of the run. Well, the card removal is essentially all my gold for the rest of the run. I'll be down to 122, which isn't enough to buy anything. Maybe I find Smiling Mask, actually. Let's believe in that. Remove this strike. Break the maw bank. Not that it was working anyway. Don't go here then. And then we maybe find Smiling Mask. That's not Smiling Mask, but that is a ton of healing with Alchemize. Oh, that is good. Really good when I'm on such low hit points as well. Well, I've got very, very bad news for my opponents here. Apparition, Defend, Accuracy, Well-Laid Plans, which now will take both of my Blade Dances. Take no points of damage. Very strong Act 2 for the Silent, by the way. Art of War kicked in. Nunchaku will kick in. I don't even need that Alchemize healing. But I would like to pop it open. We should always go fishing for Ghost in a Jar. Well, die is nice. So why don't you guys die for me? That's not... That might be better than attack potion. Drawing is good. I only have one of my accuracies down, huh? Can I even block this? I got 3, 3, and 6 for 12. That's perfect block. That is better than going here. Because currently I got 70 damage. That won't kill you. No, I've got enough to kill. I've got just enough to kill Shelled Parasite. Do I have any other damage in this deck for the fungal rat thing? I actually don't. That's really funny. It's really, really funny. In that case, we do kill it, and then we hold on to our block cards. Not the way I expected this turn to go. So my thought there was survive away the strike, play defend, defend, full block, hold on to the blade dances, and then next up we go a lot harder, and we don't kill the fungal beast because then this thing we become vulnerable. It does more damage. But no, the actual answer is to deal 76 damage to the thing that has not got 76 health and win. Nunchaku value. Where's the value? Yeah, I almost never kill that thing first because he's hard to kill, isn't he? Maybe even set up Nunchaku better like this. Also, Art of War. Yeah, where's the damage? I can do 13. That's not quite enough. If only I had Panache. Let's keep this thing weakened, if nothing else. Oh, I should have played accuracy. What am I thinking? Not that it matters at all. This thing dies to a single blade dance, so the accuracy is moot. Hey, also, it came back. Nothing else to play to set things up better, so away you go. Yeah, worse Nunchaku. I think one time we've made use of that energy. Terrible cards. I don't want these. Do I not want outmaneuver? No, there's no way I want outmaneuver like this. Art of War gives us what we need. Deflect is rather nice as a zero-cost block card, but we already have Afterimage, which is a much better blocking solution. I would like a second Afterimage, but it's a rare card, so asking for that's a lot. Centurion Mystic. I've never lost to this fight before. Is what I'd like to say, but recently I did lose to it. Fortunately, the stream was dying, so nobody actually has the evidence that that happened. Don't hurt me. Boot value. 2 elites coming up. I'd love to fish for a better potion. We're going to get Nunchaku value anyway. It's a question which of these would I rather get rid of. We don't have... I think we just use the explosive potion, actually. Good as that might be for the slavers. Alchemize could have something better. Like Snecko oil, genuinely not very good, but take it anyway. Perfect block. Yeah, I don't have enough draw to make deflect worth it. I would have drawn into stuff I didn't want to see anyway. And would you look at that, we can just apparition our way out of trouble. Could Art of War or could do area damage. I want to keep that Mystic healing. Keep her off my case. Where the hell's well-laid plans? That apparition goes, or I play it, just useless turn mostly. At least we keep Art of War going. Could have Sneckoed, but want to hold on to that. There's my well-laid plans, and I can burst Blade Dance and everybody's happy. Also we have Apparition next turn, that's really, really good. Discard the Apparition. Oh, that was a good idea. I completely forgot about that, that synergy. Discarding Apparitions so that they will come back later. Not that it matters much here. Let's get Bursting. Let's get Super Immortal. Clear up some space with Das Boot. I would, for a very rare occasion, strongly consider Phantasmal Killer. Not usually a card I'm over the moon about. But think about what you could do with it here. Oh, you would. I didn't want to discard the Shiv, but of course it took the 1 in 5 Shiv discard. I was just trying to get a bit more Nunchaku. Ah, it came back. No worries. Block Potion is worth considering. Snecko might be nice for drawing, but I already have a draw potion. And I have no heavy cards other than Leg Sweep that would benefit from the Snecko draw. Block Potion, on the other hand, when you're only on 33 health, that's more than 1/3 of my hit points being saved. So, come to me, Block Pot. Wait a minute. So I often talk about Infinite Blades as being the worst A20 card. That's not to say it's never useful. Shiv every turn. Shiv is quite a bit of damage. I don't think it's good enough though, especially with Art of War. I don't want that hanging around. Yeah, that's got to be a skip, although it wasn't an easy skip. Why did I get rid of my Explosive Potion? Who was behind this? Also, a complete miss on the Apparition. Complete miss on everything other than well-laid plans, actually. I can't hold on to the Apparition. Guess I'm holding on to Leg Sweep. Or I just play Leg Sweep, because Gremlin Leader could be hitting me next turn. This fight could go badly in a lot of ways. That was also a good case for the Swift Potion, and I didn't do it. Oh, well, next turn is also a good call for the Swift Potion, because I'm going to have Art of War energy. Yeah, you are going, but that's why I weakened you. Ooh, Burst Apparition's nice. Accuracy, Burst Apparition. All attack doesn't actually do anything, so I shouldn't be tempted by it, but the attacks these guys are doing are unpleasant. Because, yeah, those guys are hard to chew through. Could also Swift Potion. Because I still have a charge of Burst. Alright, I'll play your game. Yeah, we're doing that Blade Dance, right? With accuracy 10, there's no way we're not. More Shivs than I can even use, right? These double shieldy guys are a huge pain because they keep shielding each other and then Gremlin Bleeder's causing me issues. We're already free for next turn, so I rather think I should kill them. Plus, it's only 2 to kill them. That's quite useful. Thank you, Boot. Of course. Right, still intangible. You'll almost certainly resummon. I'll get my alchemy back if you don't mind. Fire Potion. Could be useful against slavers. Hold on to Blade Dance. It's energy now or energy later, but I think I'll actually just go on the offense. Get into the reshuffle pile anyway. Keep the Survivor in case for some reason I want to discard this Apparition. I don't, by the way. I want to play this Apparition. Wait, do I? I think it's use it or lose it territory now. We should be going for the kill on Gremlin Bleeder. With both Blade Dances and Burst in the draw pile, I don't see any reason we can't make this work. We'll hold on to the Piercing Wail, actually. That'll make next turn even better. This stinks, actually. Hold on to Survivor, Piercing Wail, don't attack. Because I'll only make these guys angrier. Do I care about how angry they are? I care about killing Gremlin Leader. I also care about not discarding cards that I want to hold on to. Gremlin Leader could prove difficult to kill if I don't do this. Neutralize the leader? Makes no difference. They'll only be weakened this turn, not next, and they're already not hurting me. Okay, that was perfect-ish. I should have to think about this fight. I don't like that. Not a big fan of thinking. Burst Blade Dance? No, but Blade Dance on its own is fine. And who was the clever bugger who did all-out attack? Well, it made no difference whatsoever. Now, anything kills you, so let's waste that here for Nunchaku value. Nice. Perfect fight. Of course, we need fights to go perfectly. We're on 33 health. Sorry, did I say 33 health? I meant 40 health. No upgrades here, which is a bit sad. I don't think Eviscerate is the answer. We don't discard much. We only discard with our starting survivor. I don't think it's any of this, right? We already have a leg sweep that I'd rather just play multiple times, and I don't want to clog my deck. 2 leg sweeps does sound nice, but I'd rather just play the one that I have more often. Skip. Maybe if it were pre-upgraded, but it's not. Speaking of upgrading things, upgrading one apparition could go a long way. Hold on to one and then burst it. There's nothing forcing us to hold on to it, but I think it's a good idea. Champ is a little tricky because I need to go pretty hard on killing him, and we're on a bit of a timer for being decent, right? I can burst apparitions all day, but once they're gone, what do I really have to survive with? So I need to get both of my accuracies down, and I need to just shiv him to death. We have a block potion to help us out for one turn, but we might not, depending on how the fight with the Book of Glasgow rematch goes. Da boot. No well-laid plans going on here, I'm afraid. Not yet, at least. Big hit on turn 2 again, you real piece of work. Alright then. I guess I just apparition my way out of this problem. That wasn't the upgraded one, so we couldn't hold on to it. Apparitions exhaust if you don't play them. However, if you upgrade them, that no longer happens. They'll still exhaust if you do play them, though. Hold on to these. I'll keep Art of War value for next turn. At least this is only 1/4. Ew, not getting my bursted blade dances or my accuracy plus here is kind of sad. However, safe in the knowledge that the apparition will be around next turn. Mostly in the knowledge of that. Do I just go for the kill? If I hold on to blade dance and burst blade dance, that won't be enough. Other blade dance has been and gone, but we have accuracy here. Is this the rare do nothing turn? Well, it wouldn't quite be do nothing, but Piercing Whale blade dance, I think we hold on to here. I didn't play the strike because I wanted my Art of War value. Art of War and Nunchaku constantly fighting against each other is one way to think about it, but I prefer to think of Art of War helps me some turns, Nunchaku fails to help some other turns. We've got the burst, we've got the accuracy. What are you doing? What is that card doing? Alright, this is actually pretty good because we burst that apparition. We burst the blade dance. Bang, 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 and the dirt is gone. We hold on to Piercing Whale. I will I will alchemize for a better potion. That is better if I have accuracy down, actually. And thanks to bursting the apparition, we're still intangible going forward to another big hit. And it's a good thing we are, because this isn't damage. Eh. Yeah, 7/7. Well, that's what the Piercing Whale is. Wait, where's the damage? Hello? Okay, so I did need that extra blade dance. Glad we're all on board with that now. Kill it. You actually better drop me a damage card or I'm in deep doo-doo. I don't want to be in particularly deep doo-doo. The Nunchaku is in the perfect place to screw me over here because I can't kill you in one hit. Actually, they only do 14, you got 24, so I guess I'm neutralizing, all-out attacking. Okay, Nunchaku on 1. Whoa! Hold the phone there. Did I say Champ could be a problem? Champ, no longer a problem. Kunai. That is so good. Play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 dexterity. Glad I've been getting rid of strikes and not defends. Those defends could still be worth their weight. Second well-laid plans. That is good, but you might notice I'm a little slow in the setup, so that does speak towards adrenaline. Energy, draw. I always forget about being able to retain more than 2 cards when I play 2 well-laid plans. And it's not like I have loads of cards I want to hold on to. I think it has to be that adrenaline. Yoink. Now, what was the other option? Flex pot. Flex pot's going to do more damage than Cunning Potion. That's 5 per shiv, and there's a good chance we can do like 10 or more shivs in a turn, so that's 50 damage. Whereas what's this? This is 3 times 6 plus the 10. Yeah, Flex pot's better than Cunning Potion for now, but only for now. Could upgrade a second Apparition for holding on to. Could upgrade the other Accuracy if I think damage is severely nerfed at the moment. It is. Upgrading Blade Dance also aids Kunai by giving me more shivs to throw down my enemy's throat. I think that's a pretty good argument. Kunai is one of the only relics that makes Infinite Blades worth it. Yeah, but Art of War makes Infinite Blades not worth it. Accuracy at the top of my deck, where it belongs. That's quite good. Immediate Blade Dance Kunai value, also good. See, I can burst Leg Sweep, burst Blade Dance. Keeping you very weak. Wait, can I? No, I messed that up. I did mess that up. I won't get enough of these played, will I? Could burst Defend instead. If I burst Defend and then burst Blade Dance, I'll get my 2 Kunai procs. I wanted to keep him mega weakened, though. It is 8, but I don't have space in my room for 8 shivs. I only have space in my hand for 7. I misplayed that. Oh well. You know, a full block and getting some Kunai procs, is that really so bad? There we go. Ordinary Defends now block for 8. And we get a good head start on damage. Face slap! Face slap, gloating, taunting. He's a funny guy, is Champ. He doesn't take you seriously until he chimps out by taking half damage. Terrible hand. Terrible hand for not having well-laid plans as well. What in the world did I remove strikes for? It's not even a good alchemize because I want these potions right now. Awful. Alright, he comes in with 27. Good thing we Apparition. And it's use it or lose it, so just double Apparition. Do we Blade Dance for 1 Kunai? I guess so. Kunais are good. You can get boot value. Yeah, Kunais are great because when my Apparitions run out, and this one won't run out, we will have lots of block to hand. That draws those crappy cards, but I'd rather... then I get rid of Adrenaline. Just hold on to Adrenaline, no point wasting it right now. Yeah, my deck's got not enough good cards in it. It's good when we get to the good cards, but there are too few of them. I do need more Blade Dances. Even the Defends, you know, they get better, but I still want better. This is still terrible, by the way. That's alright, at least he's not really doing anything of value to us. Yeah, where's his belt? Champ took his belt. Sorry, the Ironclad took his belt. There's the burst leg sweep I was looking for. We can burst leg sweep and burst Apparition, but I'd still rather hold on to this Apparition. What I can do is I can burst the leg sweep, naturally. And now the Blade Gants can fill my hand. So when he chimps out, I'm in trouble. That's when I really want the bursted Apparition down. So let's toss the Apparition for now. Although that's not really any different from holding on to it right now, is it? No, it's really not. He's bulking up. I propose we adrenaline now, and what we want to do is get into burst blade dance territory. I would settle for burst apparition blade dance, but burst double blade dance with flex potion is the real win I'm looking for. Might not even be playing this alchemize. Yeah, let's start going. Do I want any of these back into my redraw for that matter? Let's play it like this. Goodbye apparition. Oh crap, did I just double that? No, I thought I had burst in effect. Right, that's fine that you go away. Now let's move. Get it shuffled back in. Well, that's kind of what I was looking for. Both of my blade dances. Do I really want to burst? Because right now I could just blade dance, blade dance. No, I need to get a little further down because that alone won't kill him. These need to be bursted with the flex potion. But if it is, this guy is so dead. Sure, means I don't get to alchemize, but that's also okay. There's burst. I've seen a lot of bursts in my time, and that's one of them. Of course, I need to empty out my hand to make space for this. That's what Survivor is for. Alright, now it's time for you to not exist. The $632,000 question, though. Do we hold out for Alchemize? I have Apparition right here. Next turn is free, so I can always hold on to Apparition. And then the dream is to redraw into Alchemize. But I would lose my perfect Nunchaku. Ah, screw it. Just die. Oh, well, what a brilliant decision, because I want that Entropot. Nice. Is this nice? I've done unlawful things with that bullet time in the past, but that needed Dead Branch. I honestly would say yes to another burst. Deck is quite slim. Grand Finale can certainly work, but it doesn't answer any question that Blade Dances already answer. Except maybe Area of Effect. And just hit more things with the Blade Dances. I actually think it's time for that other burst. Yeah, burst into everything. However, do consider that bullet time. It's a pretty good well-laid plans card. But I don't have a heavy deck. You don't have deck control, though. Grand Finale is... Yeah, I'm not entertaining the thought of Grand Finale here, but I am entertaining the thought of bullet time. Because with 2-card retain, I can make myself a big, heavy hand that I want to play all of in one go. But honestly, with 4 base energy and Art of War and Nunchaku, how often are we running into energy problems? It's virtually never. We take the burst then. Bollocks. Punish for all my card removes. And with Kunai, those defends aren't even that bad. The Curse of the Bell is not very welcome right now. The deck is slim, fattening it up with a curse isn't good. Can never be removed as well. Empty Cage only removes 2 cards. It's such a god-awful so-called boss relic. I could admittedly remove 1 strike, 1 defend, and then the deck is extremely refined. Cage to slim out even more. It sounds fine, yeah. 3 relics is probably not as good as 2 removes, especially since removes are at a premium. Alright, saddest empty cage you've ever seen. Goodbye strike and goodbye... Wait a minute, do we actually get rid of neutralize? It works with Nunchaku to a degree. And I already have enough blocking as is. Alright. Empty Cage could remove 3 cards, and I still think it's a bad relic. AOA is also garbage. All-out attack, it's my only area damage. There was a good argument for removing that over removing a defend, but if there's an event that removes that card, I would probably consider removing out all-out attack. Considering you can almost never buy another remove, empty cage is arguably priceless. JJ Ho-Ho coming in with technical truths, the best kind of truths. The game really wants me to go shopping. I don't want to go shopping, I don't have money. Unless we get Smiling Mask, I can't afford to remove, and we're forced into the Act 4 shop anyway. So I imagine what we do is we go for the latest elite that we can. By the way, can we reflect on how amazing in Act 2 that was? Act 2 is far and away the most terrifying act in the game, and we just slaughtered it. Two and an elite, but the one that comes before the elite. Alright, alright. That's a lot of fights, though. Let's have some more events. Just because fighting loads of fights can get quite draining. Fight, 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 event, event, upgrade. I'll need to recall at some point as well, so we only have 3 bonfires. One has to be a recall. Go through the middle right, early elite. Why do I want an early elite? I'd rather fight 3 elites, but I don't think 3 elites is on the menu. No, I don't see 3 elites as being possible. Why would I want the early elite? I'd rather have the early upgrade to make the elite better. However, when we get to this point, let's reconsider. If we don't have a good card upgrade... Oh, but then I would recall there. Yeah, we need the extra bonfires. Got to recall. After images here. Oh, they're not attacking, and I don't have retain for my good apparition. That blows. Ah, but maybe I do. That also blows. Oh well. They're all troublesome. At least this isn't a case of use it or lose it, so we'll just keep hold of it. Question marks are fun, not without Juzu they're not. Oh wow, they're going surprisingly easy on me. And would you look at this, they're never hurting me. Yeah, I don't want to be damaged. I don't have well laid plans down, but that's a lot of invincibility. That's why we get another burst, right? We also get Art of War value here. Don't even risk getting rid of anything. Should be fairly dead now. Kinda wish I had ice cream. There are a lot of turns where I just don't get everything done. Single burst is fine. Whoops. They're all incredibly close to death. Would it alchemize away the block pot? These are some really good potions. Do I really want to go digging with alchemize? The answer is yes, because Ghost in a Jar is really, really good. Power potion's also fine. Yeah, power potion's better for front load, which is something we struggle a little bit with. I'd like to be even more invincible, please. Once again, we can note on just how lacking we are in damage here. That's going to be a real problem. We will be punished for this eventually. Wow, that's another great potion. Certainly in the land of good potions, we have to consider whether or not Liquid Memories is better than Entrepot. This is 2 potions. 2 potions is nice. That's also... It's also 15 healing as opposed to 5. Liquid Memories can fetch back any card, even a card that I wanted to play but couldn't, like that Apparition. In many ways, it's better than a Power Potion. Yeah, okay, if I lack damage, I need answers to that. Dagger Spray is not the answer to that. Piercing Will Plus is not the answer to that. Yeah... Even though Piercing Will Plus is a wonderful card, I really have to only take things that aid my weakness, and my weakness right now is no damage. You know, unless the stars align. Why didn't I keep my block potion? Who's behind this? Did Sephiroth do this? I'd rather avoid taking damage altogether. With Retain, you probably don't need it. Probably. Still nice to have, though. No damage is good damage. Really, really wish I had ice cream now, by the way. And since the deck is so slim, we're mostly going to see those apparitions in good time. Don't even want to burst the apparition here. I want to double burst my Blade Dance and destroy this guy. So this is a case of a fight where we're really good for. Just nothing, 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 and then boom, we kill everything. Feels good. Does it feel good? There's not enough space for all of these, but that's okay. The shivs make their mark. Regen potion, not useful. Caltrops, not useful. It is damage. We're at least fighting the awakened one. Wait, powers are bad against awakened one. What does a Caltrop solve? Every time the heart does a multi-hit, that's 75 damage right back at it. Pretty heavy card to hold on to until then, because it's not a card I often want to play. But it's kind of nice for when you're holding out with invulnerability. Go on then. It does damage, and I did say I need damage solutions. I mean, hell, it'll help me here. That was the wrong order. I should have done that first, huh? I don't want to take any damage, so let's do After Image next turn. Now we need Nightmare, and we can burst Nightmare into 9 Caltrops. Yeah, have the heart completely kill itself. Alright, there we go. Like I said, the apparitions, they come for me, as they should. Maybe I don't care that much about Liquid Memories. I mean, honestly. Honestly, how? Let's find something better. That is not better. Maybe I should have burst that, but... This will do 5 damage each. And you know what? That's a big win in my book. Yeah. Sheer invincibility. Sounds pretty good to me. Let's get this out of my deck. It's of no real value. Bring on the shivs. Thank you, Boot. Yeah, be sure to say thanks, Boot. Wouldn't be alive without it, would we? Unlike other real contenders like Blade Dance. Alright, keep on moving. This isn't damage. Concentrate, huh? If I had draw to go with it, that'd be quite nice, but if there's one thing I don't have, it's draw. I think we've seen 2 backflips and I didn't get either of them. I regret that. I would love backflip right now. Do we take concentrate in the hope that we find backflip? Can also help with situations where I need to clear out space for Blade Dance. I'd need a lot of active draw to make concentrate worth my time, though. We're constantly floating energy, so no. Give it a pass. Might actually help on the Blade Dance front. That's a bit too much might. The energy's not the concern. I actually need to take the combat. I need the card reward. Might have to actually go to that shop note that I find more damage, but yeah, we were in desperate need of damage. That's not a good thing to say as you walk into a fight with Transient. Oh, that is funny. You're a funny guy, Transient. Kill you last. Maybe kill you first. Let me get rid of this freaking potion. Well, I'm glad you're here, but we're going to need to burst the next one or else we are in so much trouble. We could die here. Very easily die here. Skill potion might help. Skill potion could even be burst for this apparition. Nothing to hold on to here. And I'd rather hold on to Art of War value. Yeah, Boot has dealt 33 damage. The Torii Ornithopter has healed us for nothing. Well, we do get the burst apparition. With well-laid plans as well. Okay, that came at just the right moment. Not a moment too soon, as they might say. It's going to take care of 2 of them, but we still need to take care of 2 more. Blade Dance with accuracy should solve that, actually. So it's nothing to worry about. Draw Order of the Gods for this Transient. So once more we can handle this. So we just hold on to Burst Blade Dance. We don't even play Adrenaline, because we know Blade Dance is coming. Yes. No. Yes. Right, now we actually have to stop this thing dead in its tracks. Survivor the all-out attack. That leaves me space to burst 1 Blade Dance. Well, I didn't actually need to burst it, did I? However, by bursting the Blade Dance, I leave myself in this enviable situation where I can hold on to one of the shivs. Cool achievement to have Transient die with 999 hit points. Oh, so you never actually hurt Transient? Oh, wow. I didn't even need to do this setup. So my thought was we keep the shiv to do extra damage on Transient, but would you look at that, we already got burst together with Blade Dance. Almost not enough space for it. And now I can set up Nunchaku to exactly where I want it, which is there. Thank you for your participation, Transient. Now get the hell out of my sight. Oh boy, a skill potion. Alright, I want a fresher skill potion, thank you. Whoa, that's damage. Deal 8 damage for each attack played this turn. It's not great, but it is damage. $999 gold? I've been so short on gold all game. Surely that's the right thing to do. No, that's just a way to get 2 normalities. Upgrading all cards isn't that great. The stuff that needs to be upgraded is already upgraded. Yeah, I mean, the other burst is nice, the adrenaline is nice. And I actually think if I did this, I could reasonably go the whole run without ever taking damage. But I have such low hit points, and we have such good healing, that there's no good reason not to just take the rare relic. That's the thing. In this event, it's like, but 90% of the time you take this. You go for this if you can remove the normalities. You go for this if your deck is almost good enough, but it needs upgrades. Because the no longer heal, you can really get around that with a fully upgraded deck. Just think how strong you are when you have Apotheosis down. But most of the time... Oh god, not again. Last time I was here, I faced off Hexaghost. And I had over 100 hit points. He hit me 11 by 6 on the second turn. Fortunately, I negated it, but that wasn't easy. Anyway, he won't be hitting me for anything. Accuracy, well-laid plans, burst, apparition. Hold on to both my Blade Dances. Not 1 by 6, what'll I do? Oh yeah, anything. Alright then. If I burst the Alchemize, that'd be good if I had 2 empty potion slots, but I don't, and I like that Entrepot, so just do it once. Like a normal person. Speed potion's not very good. I have a retain, right? So burst the other one. Just burst it now then? Sure. I get that kunai value after all. Is this a good turn against the Hexaghost? Not sure. Upgrading the other two apparitions with retain is amazing. Yeah, especially with bursting them, that is pretty good. Ah, damn, there's finisher. Yeah, like you see, we run into this problem when we play our two blade dances. I really should have taken a third one. What did I do instead of that? Does anybody remember? Finisher isn't the answer here. Bursting my apparitions. Now there's the answer. This is funnier. Are we doing a setup here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect setup. For the tungsten rod. Well, you know what tungsten rod does? It means that when you go intangible, you are fully invincible. It is impossible to take damage when you have tungsten rod. As long as you're intangible, of course. Where's the damage? The adrenaline makes me faster, which is good, but it's still not damage, which is bad, but I'll take it. Absolutely going to take that. I need to recall. I need to recall at some point. I'd rather do it earlier when I don't have a priority upgrade. 1 upgraded apparition's fine. 2 is great. 3 might be overkill, but for now I just want to recall. Beat of Death negated with After Image now. Yes. Yes, you're right. Until he becomes Beat of Death 3, which he will. Oh god, it's Repto. Oh good, it's Burst Apparition. Turn 2 isn't killing me then. After Image, Burst, Apparition, Accuracy, keep moving. Man. Getting the second burst was a good idea, absolutely. No retain, always a problem. This turn could hurt if I didn't burst that. Oh no, not 5 incoming damage. What'll I do? Piercing Wheel was here anyway, though. Let's get rid of this trash potion. That's an acceptable potion. Wait, what else is here? Yeah, let's just keep the invincibility forever. Sure. Oh no, my block! Gotta get that tungsten rod stat up after all. Yeah, there's the burst blade dance. The accuracy is already set up. All-out attack is really becoming a liability because that discard at random is actually hitting things that I don't want it to hit. I could hold on to the burst blade dance so that next turn Repto feels even more pain. But I think Repto's about to make me weak, and I don't want to be weak for that. So instead... Ooh, but there is Burst Apparition possibilities next turn. And this fight could go on a little longer than I want it to. Yeah, so I actually think we hold on to Burst for next turn so that we burst Blade Dance Apparition. Adrenaline is a hit to make sure the whole hand goes my way as well. We've already attacked, so we attack some more. Sure, so much wasted. Oh crap, I don't have Retain. Whoops. I thought I'd already played that. Well, now I'm in trouble. Real trouble. Yeah, my well-laid plans was here. And we didn't even get the hit on Adrenaline. Well, guess I'm holding on to this Apparition then. and absolutely not playing it. Do I hold on to this for bursting? Yes, I do. Oops. Yes, I absolutely do. Because then I'm not weak either. That was a big misplay, and on 40 hit points, you really can't afford a lot of misplays. Ah, but Adrenaline is here, and so is Finisher. And Burst is here. There was never anything to worry about. Let's slim down our deck a touch. Then we burst. Not that that matters much, but this matters a whole lot. And maybe, just maybe, I can set this up. No, I don't think I can. Just put an end to her vile machinations. Easiest Repto fight you'll ever see, and we can never become weakened. Could have done that before Repto. Malaise. No, I gotta take backflip. Malaise is so good, though. Oh, my lord. All those... Thanks to Art of War and Retain, I can easily Malaise for 5, 6 if I upgrade it. But I really, really want that backflip. It blocks, it draws, it blocks a lot more with Kunai. But Malaise absolutely shuts down Awakened One. And the Time Slug. And the Heart. I'll go on then. There'll be other backflips, surely. Surely there'll be more. I want to upgrade Malaise, Apparition, and Burst. I don't think I need the Malaise upgraded, considering that I already can bank a lot of energy. I already have another upgraded Burst. 2 upgrades seems unnecessary, so the second Apparition is probably the best upgrade right now. Yeah, draw is needed. I don't disagree with that. Okay, good. I did not need meat on the bone. So we just key that thing and move forward. Also, Ectoplasm has eaten 534 gold so far. Oh boy, this could be a problem. The Malleable works very well against my Blade Dancing. Malazing is cool, though. What's in this? That's not very useful. Do I just take this damage? Because it is looking like it's just damage o'clock. After image, defend, or defend, malaise. After image, defend. That's 6 and 6. I'll still be taking a few. But it gets after image down, which is pretty important. Hey, besides, we got this for healing. That's fine, right? Oh, right. Even the Tungsten Rod is there to do more than Toy Ornithopter can do. Burst Adrenaline. Don't see that very often. Oh my. How about we burst Apparition as well? And we keep the one that's upgraded, because upgrades are good. Still don't have Retain. That's fine, though. Burst of Malaise could pay the tax for using all the powers against the Awakened One. Yes! It's an excellent way to think about it. Bursting more Apparitions? Sure. Or I could burst Blade Dance and actually get somewhere with damage. I still don't have Retain. Card loves to sink to the bottom of my deck now, doesn't it? I think I still should get going somewhere with damage. As long as you don't curse me, we're fine. Don't curse me, I said. Yeah, anything but that is fine. Alright, we don't have Retain. Keep trying to click on it. There's my well-laid plans, at long last. With some accuracy. I'm glad I'm intangible here, because you're about to hurt me. That's fine. That is not fine. That is fine. Just don't let it curse you. Don't want to keep punching that one forward too much, but I could do without a curse in my nice slender 27 card deck. Hey, Caltrops is here. And virtually nothing else. Yeah, it's really keen on cursing me, isn't it? We've got bursts and nothing worth bursting. So that maybe leg sweep. Single burst leg sweep. Tons of block, tons of weaken, and then we hold on to burst and finisher and kill it. A lot of thinking in this. I keep feeling when I hit end turn that I've made some horrible mistake. Oh right, how about we burst melees just to see how it works? It's tempting, but let's not. I'm planning on killing this thing here and now. I could burst and then do lots of things, but we don't have the energy for that. I might not actually be able to kill it with this bursted blade dance, but that's what the bursted apparition is for. Yeah, because I don't have space for all the shivs to begin with. So as long as it's not cursing me, there's a chance this could make it want to curse me. Oh, but that would make malleable too much for me. Do I risk the curse? There's no good reason to risk the curse, is there? I would do 8 times 6 plus the 14 minus the 6. I can't actually tell if that's going to kill it or not. So I don't want to think about it. Plus, it likes to kill itself by hitting into my calipers. It's very good having all this bursted apparition. I think apparition's made for silent. Don't even need to block this. Tungsten rod will take care of that. Plus, we get that tungsten rod value. Those defends are really weighing me down now. Could even do with getting rid of those despite my kunai. And there's no need to burst anything, right? Just kill. And with a bit of luck, we anti-set up Nunchaku. Nothing I can really do about that. Nunchaku on 0, where it maybe belongs. None of this is real damage at this point in the game. Running out of opportunities to find another blade dance. I might actually go to that shop, just in the hope that I can pick up a blade dance or something else that does damage, but really it's just blade dance. Or anything that draws, like a backflip or an acrobatics is fine. But this is not fine, this is insulting. Could have defended and let Caltrops do the killing for you. Too risky. Well, maybe not, it was on low enough damage. Oh dear, they're back. Man, this burst apparition nonsense is getting out of hand, isn't it? It might still be worth doing this turn just so that I'm guaranteed blocking next turn, because they're all attacking next turn. Yeah, that's a pretty good reason to do this. Sweet. Nice not have to have anything to set up. Hey there, Andy. I'm playing some delicious shivs. Shivs are pretty much the only damage that I can do. I'm sure you appreciate that. Why didn't I burst that? Oh, well. Why didn't I burst that? Too clever for my own good. There we go. Finally, Tauronithopter can claim to have helped me. Strength is nice. Caltrops are nice, plans are nice, accuracy's nice, use it or lose it, and Art of War value. No, the boot value. Baron's got a soft spot for the boot. He and the boot have so much in common. Blade Dance doesn't answer all of my questions next turn. Malaise answers some of my questions. Those Jawworms, they buff up pretty substantially. There we go, there we go. Alright, knock some nonsense out of my hand. And then knock these guys out of my face. Get that delectable boot value, and maybe even bring up Nunchaku to 5. This isn't the answer. Really running out of answers. Act 3 bosses and Act 4 are going to slaughter me if I don't pick up at least one Blade Dance. Or a lot of draw. Because those are the only damage cards I have. So yeah, we have to go shopping in the hopes we find a damage card. Even though this is more perceived value, we've got to go this way. Ah. Although one could say that a regular fight is more likely to give me common cards, and Blade Dance is a common card. This is a problem. Retain isn't here. Bursting Apparition's not actually the answer right now. It's better to just block something. So let's let that Apparition come back another day. The Apparitions will help us a lot once Giant Head comes to It Is Time. No doubt I want my accuracies down, but... Can I burst that Apparition? No, we've already seen our bursts. Well, I guess we're getting Apparition value. No retain, so we better just Blade Dance now. That means defend, defend, Blade Dance, Shiv, 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 Kunai. Shop could hold Ghost in a Jar as a worst case scenario. With Alchemize, I really don't want to go out of my way buying a Ghost in a Jar. Ooh, right. Speaking of Alchemize. Gambler's Brew, now there's a great potion. I don't even want to get rid of these two now. Gambler's Brew saves me in Brick City, which can very easily happen on Spear and Shield in the Heart. So now Alchemize is a bit of a bad card, unless you're telling me I should fish with Entropic Brew. But Entropic Brew is 15 health. No, I think we just hold on to these potions. They're so powerful in Act 4. I don't even want to see this malaise get out of here. Now it is time. Ah. Can we do better than that? Not really. That's a shame. I was really hoping to burst this. No bursted apparitions. I guess we top-decked both the bursts. It was bound to happen eventually. Yeah, I'm not in for taking this damage, but this is a lot to be eating. I think I should hold on to Blade Dance for next turn, get After Image, Blade Dance, and a whole lot of other things going. So let's maintain the Weaken. Get this out of my face, it's not good for this fight. Yeah, sucks a bit, but this'll do. Thank you, Tungsten Rod. 9 points of damage. Alright, the real thank you is here in the form of Burst Plus, but also without my Apparition, so I hope that Burst Apparition comes together. As it stands, this should be okay-ish. After Image down, Neutralize down. Need to make space for that Blade Dance. So is it Defend, Burst Plus, Blade Dance? Blade Dance will get me one Nunchaku thing, and then I can do Finisher if I really feel like it. Go, go, go! I love real damage. And that is a lot of damage. Wait, that's lethal. Wow, that worked out. Thank you, Finisher. Saved me when I didn't think you would. Swift Potion is nice, but it's not as nice as Gambler's Brew. Well, that's tricky. See, it's not really as good as my my Apparitions, and unlike my Apparitions, Wraith Form doesn't put me on a... Unlike Wraith Form, my Apparitions don't put me on a timer. Although Kunai counters the loss of dexterity, it's still buying me 2 turns. This cannot be bursted, it uses a ton of energy. Escape plan is draw. If I burst it, yes. But it also works really well with Kunai, so I'm open to escape plan. Yeah, I just don't see the utility of Wraith Form. Not when I already have Apparitions. It just clogs up my deck with something that doesn't do damage. I'm taking escape plan. And our fight is against the Awakened one. Well, the first fight. The other fight is 50% Time Eater, 50% the Shapes Twins. Okay, going to the shop. I can't afford to remove, but I'm going here on purpose because I want Blade. It's not here. It taunts me. Infinite Blades is damage. Oh, I cannot tell you how much I do not want Infinite Blades. Calculated Gamble is a ton of draw, though, and I would upgrade it so I could play it more often. Yeah, it's a Blade Dance after 4 turns. I think I take and upgrade the Calculated Gamble, because draw is ostensibly damage in this deck. And thanks to Retain, I can always have more cards to chuck away with a Calc Gamble. Yeah, it makes me wish I had the Sacred Toilet Tissue to get block on every discard. We have one more chance of getting a damage card. But yeah, I think we have to take the Calc Gamble here. Sadly, even if we somehow find Smiling Mask, we won't be able to afford to remove an Act 4. Act 4 won't really have much of anything for me. But yeah, I need Calc Gamble. Maybe an on-sale card. On-sale Blade Dance Act 4 shop. It's not impossible. Quick Slash is not the answer. Spire growth, huh? Oh, that's great. Get the Ascender's Bane out of my way. No point playing the Apparition. It does actually nothing here. Let's maintain the Weaken on you and get Das Boot value. And immense Horn Cleat value as well. Burst Apparition or chuck the Apparition? Burst Apparition, of course. No point Calc Gambling for 1, is there? Not on my watch, we don't. Hold on to that for later. Would have gotten me Alchemize. I don't even want that. Although I do want it out of my face. Let's get that paltry amount of damage going while we can. Still have one Apparition there in both my Adrenalines, and Burst is there. We might still be able to make something work. There's After Image, both my Adrenalines, well-laid plans. That's quite good. And there's the Apparition. And there's the Burst. Beautiful. Time for you to die. Starting to think that other accuracy needs to be upgraded. Yeah, if only there were strength gain. Could do with Shuriken for that. Hey, the finisher's back. It's my last turn, but I have Retain. Finisher, Burst. Should be able to handle anything. And always remember that that Constricted comes in before the end of the turn poison effects and such. I have made that mistake before, to my detriment. This is fine, this just kills you, right? Not only does it kill you, it sets up Nunchaku to a glorious 8. A glorious 9. Yeah, no way do I distill Chaos. Backflip is here. Okay, that is good. Like I say, draw is ostensibly damage. That's a good thing to burst and a great thing to level up with Kunai. And whilst we look at this lovely and calming, mysteriously green-blue flame, what does that mean she's burning? Well, I need to take a short water break, just as the silent takes a break. I'll be back in just a minute. Ah, much better. There were fresh figs available at the market today. I filled up an egg carton with them. I feel all the better for it. 40 health going into the final fight in Act 3. Normally that sounds bad, but that is max health. I don't think the final apparition is worth upgrading, but I might not entirely agree with my own assessment there. What about the second burst? I did say that accuracy needs to go up as well. If I need damage, surely +2 damage for every shiv is a good idea. Difficult, lemon difficult. Maybe I do the final apparition, that way it's very much in my control when I play them. But the burst could be more backflipping. It could also be more adrenalining. Okay, I'm sold on that. Wait, no, I was meant to upgrade Calc Gamble. Ah, crap. I just saw it as it was fading out there. Calc Gamble, I even talked about how that was my intended upgrade. And yeah, you certainly don't burst Calc Gamble, that's just lose cards in your hand. Alright, let's go. The Awakened one is here. Afterimage is worth playing because it's going to be more block generated than he gets strength, of that I'm sure. Could just Afterimage malaise the fool. Let's see what's in here first. Ah! I'll buy it for a high price. Could just adrenaline into malazing the Awakened one. Well, I need that accuracy down, which is unfortunate. Shame I can't burst the leg sweep, huh? But I can leg sweep Blade Dance. That'll get some block and get some damage going in these cultists. Although all-out attack is also area damage. Ah, hang on. We have just the solution for this, don't we? There we go. I'll hold on to that malaise. It could make this fight go a lot better. First Calc Gamble, yeah, if only I had the... Oh, you're talking about the sundial, your sundial, but I was thinking more about the toilet tissue. The tough bandages that give you block every time you discard is pretty cool. Okay, so immediate value on Burst Apparition here. Saves me damage this turn, saves me a lot of damage next turn. Because he's going for the multi-hit next turn. Sadly, I don't have Retain. I definitely want well-laid plans down. Do I play Caltrops? I don't think I do. Yeah, it's surely not worth the extra damage I'll be taking in for that. And there's nothing else worth playing here. There is a strong argument for Gambler's Brew, even on this. 3 additional cards. I'd like Accuracy, Backflip, Adrenaline, Alchemize, Well-Laid Plans. There's a lot of good things. 3 is not a lot, though, and this is a very powerful potion to have in the next act. My question is, how hosed am I if I don't get set up in the next 2 turns? And what is set up? Set up is enough kunai procs to get my dexterity up. I think we be very, very niggardly with this potion. So, end turn. It's a very important potion. I think it's more important than the Entrepot. Would have gotten me well-laid plans, but also Apparition. Let's see what's in the backflip first. Hopefully something. Well, that is something. He is so angry. It's use it or lose it, so we use it. I'll lose Art of War by playing this. Okay. At least well-laid plans is here. That makes my life a lot easier. Does this make my life easier? I don't want this in my deck anymore. Calc Gamble is there. Calc Gamble is good. Like I say, I want this gone. That is my Calc Gamble. So I propose we start shivving and we move forward. I'm going to get rid of this, actually. I don't want it reappearing. No, that's not true. The fight could go very poorly. I have to use my potions even to heal, and then I'll be very glad that it's still here. So despite the cost, I will keep it around. I won't keep you around, though. Goodbye. Da boot. Finisher does damage. Calc Gamble makes me 4 through the deck. As opposed to 3. Damage is good, but I need to kunai up so that when I can no longer apparition, I at least have a bazillion defense. That was not what I wanted at all, though. Oh well, let's at least hold on to the apparition. Burst Malaise plan is looking more necessary by the minute. Well, let's hope it's appearing any moment now. Burst backflip. That won't give me energy, though. But Burst is right there, and I can hold on to Malaise without too many difficulties. So I think the correct play is keep myself alive. That's very alive. Backflip and then consider retain options. Or hold on to backflip apparition. There's Malaise, but without the burst. It's okay, we can hold on to Malaise. We just need to survive here. So apparition is for, surely. Wait, backflip could get us the burst, but then the Malaise doesn't hit quite as hard as I want it to. I want to burst that Malaise for 8 total, which would be pretty swell. Currently blocking seems difficult. Seems difficult. Lose Art of War value with this, but consider the kunai that we can get out of all that. Now maybe I rethink this. I rethink it quite a bit. This is looking a lot finer now, isn't it? That's still making me take 18, which is a lot of damage. No additional draw here. I don't like the idea of single apparition here. And bursting the Malaise doesn't block for me. And a bit more, Maybe all your heal will have to earn its money, finally. Maybe I should have considered that Gambler's Brew. Because I could gamble into Burst Apparition. Then I'm good for 2 more turns to enjoy malaising this guy into the ground. Have you got more than 1 apparition? No, I already spent 2 of mine. This is the only remaining one. Because, yeah, just defense does not cut the mustard here. Alchemize is in my hand. Alchemize is still around. There's nothing inherently wrong with gambling right now. But if I burst Apparition, then Malaise isn't going to be bursted until I redraw the burst, and God knows when that'll be. Alternatives. Seeking alternatives. Gambling just for burst apparition doesn't seem so great. If I simply defend Malaise, then Malaise is gone and this guy stays incredibly tanked up for this fight, and I need him severely weakened so that my block game can deal with it. Currently I don't think my block game can deal with it unless I burst a Malaise on him. You got 2 more alchemized chances. Reward potion chance, yeah, I should probably lower the value of this potion and spend it. But if I spend it, what am I doing? Because burst apparition, burst malaise just doesn't do it. So we're only thinking about bursting apparition to save health. Not thrilled about that, but okay. Really not thrilled about that. There's a lot of damage on that finisher. So yeah, I guess I burst apparition and then play finisher for decent damage. That means I get rid of Alchemized Defend. And this Burst Apparition Finisher, hold on to Malaise. Guarantee draw the burst. Burst Apo, or Appa. That was undeniably good damage, but ow. Hold on to the Caltrops just so it doesn't get reshuffled back in. Safe on this turn, but now I really need a burst with that Malaise. I can't turn down these Blade Dances. The kunai value is too high. Hang on, he's going to transform at this rate. Interesting. He won't, but he's close to it. When he transforms, he gets rid of all that weaken. Wonder how far we can push this. Maybe hold on to a defend. We're no longer in good defense territory. Pop the pot. After I take damage, there's 5 healing per potion after all. There's the burst Malaise. It's not a ton though, and I'm still taking tons of damage. Yeah, see, there was the problem. Unless I have my intangibility, bursting the Malaise on its own isn't good enough. But I can burst, defend, defend. That'll block all of this damage. And then next turn I can... It's proving harder and harder to make this burst Malaise work. How do I block? Escape plan, survivor. There's some ways to block next turn. Let's just have that in our back foot. Or back pocket. Oh, he's only coming in with 22. That's hardly a big deal though, is it? And this guarantees block. That's pretty good. Not only that, I can burst it, and then maybe it even gives me double block. Perfect. No, not perfect on the second one. But this Malaise is going to drop him down by 8. 8 incoming damage. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright, now he's a bit of a joke. Oh, thank goodness for that. Draw order absolutely saving my bacon there. Lots of defends in the draw pile. Let's just finish him off. Alchemize to replace the missing potion, and leg sweep to keep me alive. Thank you, Tungsten Rod. So much value. 4 times as good as a toy ornithopter, by the way. Oh, you're so dead to Blade Dancing here. Sadly, all that weaken doesn't stay around, but awaken 1 on 2 strength when I have plenty of... this is pretty good. Contemplating whether or not I really want that Entrepot. Attack potion's a bit blah, but that's okay. Keep it for later. Get rid of defend and burst the Blade Dance. And now you die. Although it's a bit of a problem because I can't finisher you. You can't target a transforming awakened one. He's going to be pretty cheesed off next turn. I won't be able to kill him in one go, so it's better to stay safe. We'll hold on to a leg sweep then. And one of the shivs. Ah, wow, that's pretty good. Burst the leg sweep. Oh yeah, we burst that leg sweep. Permanently weakened. Simply just can't do anything against me. Whew. Tough fight. I have to think about all these fights. It's not like Iron Chad, who just kept clobbering things. This is a different story altogether. Nice. Nice, and getting nicer. Is 10 dexterity enough? How about 11? How about 12? Should have played finisher rather than all the shivs to save them for later. You don't want to redraw into shivs most of the time, though. A shiv on its own isn't good. I need to bulk smash this guy with shivs. I like drawing, especially when it draws me shivs. Hold on to that burst for the next time we get our blade dances going. Da boot. Calipers would be so wonderful. Double void would not. Huh. He's already weakened, so the leg suit doesn't cut it. So instead we just burst to defend. A double void is something else. It's not like I'm playing turbo here. Yeah, he should die with a good burst blade dance finisher. Well, maybe. Phew. Wait, we're not done? Maybe we're done now. Okay, good, we are done. It was all out attacks help. Right, that's one down, and that was quite a bit of thinking, courtesy of how we had to play that. What am I hoping for right now, actually? Anything but Time Slug. It's not Time Slug. Great. Never punished. Not that this is a trivial fight on its own. Still a lot of damage to do for a deck that struggles on dealing damage. Attack potion's probably getting used immediately. Well, yeah. Especially with Alchemize right here. Dash is block. Block is good. Block pot is also good. That said, the apparition is use it or lose it, so maybe it doesn't really matter. We'll hold on to the other one, of course. The malaise is unlikely to do much of anything, so just hit Donu with it. Yeah, I guess so. Nothing else really worth our time to consider there. Takes us a bit to get set up, and these guys very relentlessly attack. At least I'm not punished for playing powers this time. Burst coming at the wrong time. Weren't able to burst either of our adrenalines hurts. But I need accuracy down, and much as I would like to draw into well-laid plans right now, I think bursting my backflip will hurt me more than it helps me. As opposed to just taking no damage. Things are getting a little awkward now, though. After Image is here to give me some block, and probably the block potion's getting deployed as well. Alternatively, we burst the Blade Dance. We burst Defend. We Calc Gamble away all the shivs, and then try to make some of this work. Because I can get well-laid plans, Caltrops, some other stuff down. Bursting to defend and playing Calc Gamble gives me some cards, but only 2 energy to play. And I won't have much to Calc Gamble with if I do enough shivs to get another Kunai proc. So I actually think this is double defend, bring me up to 18 block. Block potion's there to max it out if I feel like it, and then we throw away all these shivs, which is something I just said I don't want to be doing, because I would love to get to well-laid plans. Okay. There's well-laid plans. No, it's not. It's still not. Okay. I guess that's fine. Because it is the leg sweep. Joining the stream just to see an Ectoplasm pick. How bad were the choices? How bad were the choices? I think it was Ectoplasm, Choker, or... What was the other one? I think it was Slaver's Collar. Yeah. I think Slaver's Collar would have gotten me killed in the hallway fights. As good as those hallway fights that I was doing seemed, I needed the extra energy for them. Anyway, Well Laid Plans is finally here. It actually went to the bottom of my deck, as you expect it to. This isn't very good though. This is block pot territory. Bricking was always going to happen someday. We are reasonably set up now, at least. I gotta play everything I can, maximize my block, and still take damage here. Ah. Let's see. That's part of the reason why I wasn't the world's biggest fan of shuffling back in the shivs. You should die next turn, but there's a chance you don't. With that in mind, I will still keep you weakened. Whew. Perfect block. Thank you, Tungsten Rod. Once again, outperforming the Toy Ornithopter. See, this is what I was talking about. Shivs alone won't carry me through this one. They're scaling up way too much. Or... yeah, just burst apparition, and go ham. Kind of a shame that this secondary bit of this burst doesn't work out for me. Same with next turn. The doubling and the bursting just isn't there. So I propose we hold on to burst apparition next turn. Don't keep the thinking about Twitter card. Good afternoon, Jacob, says Kevin. Well, my name isn't Jacob, it's Jake. That's not short for anything. My parents were big fans of the Blues Brother, and they decided that the best thing to do for me is to give me a name by the criminal misanthrope. Yeah, thanks a lot for that one. Does that dash even do anything for me? We hold on to apparition for sure. Alright, we're almost there. Almost. Slow and painful fight. Maybe I would have preferred to fight Time Eater with this deck. There's the burst. Give me a Blade Dance. That's not a Blade Dance. In fact, that's pain. Lots of pain. Thank God for... Is this burst leg sweep apparition just to keep me alive? Keeps Deca weakened for a wee while. But no more apparitions going forward, and I've not built up much dexterity. I guess it is. Hold that thought. We can hold on to that apparition. Yes, we can burst it, but you're almost certainly dead next turn. There's another burst in the draw pile, and we full block this anyway. I propose we don't do such nonsense. Thank you, Tungsten Rod. What an awkward fight. What an absolutely awkward fight. Keep you weakened for next turn as well, please. Right, time for you to die. You have done way too much damage by giving Deca ungodly amounts of strength. Let's remove that plated armor, of which you have way too much. Beautiful. Good, it was the right choice to hold on to Apparition. Worth drinking the Etropotic Brew? No, we'll hold on to that for a desperate moment. This doesn't seem very desperate, though. Defend, burst, Blade Dance? Or just burst the Apparition and the Blade Dance? There's not enough space for everything I want to do here. Plenty of block, though. Defend, burst, Blade Dance, Apparition. Don't need to burst the Apparition. In fact, bursting the Apparition is a waste of time because this thing will never hurt me 2 turns in a row. So the better answer is just defend, defend, dash. Hold on to burst blade dance? 10, 12, and 12 actually isn't enough block here. Tough call. What is this? What is coming my way? Defend, all-out attack, and nothing all that special. Is it just blade dash, dance, apparition, hold on to burst? I think it is. The boot value. We all love boot. Well, here come all the bursts when I don't need them. Next turn could be a little awkward if I don't kill him or draw block. There are a lot of dazed that could cause me a lot of issues next turn, so I actually propose holding on to burst defend. Which means this can be played. Didn't really matter what it hit. Yeah, how badly is this going to go for me? 27 by 2 incoming, because I don't have weaken, or do I? Beautiful. Somehow this deck persists. Not sure it deserves to, but it certainly does persist. No nunchaku setup, of course. Unless I try and make him kill himself with calipers. Not calipers, the other thing. I think it begins with a C, though. That's not a very good setup going into the next act, but I don't think I can make it any better. Whew! We made it! The heart is busy dying of old age. We ready our many, many shivs and deal... Wow, that's good damage. Higher this number, the higher your score, so the game thinks we've done very well. Luck. Now, I wouldn't say there was any real luck involved here. Careful thinking, forward planning. I'm 1 hit point short. Clearly we need to rest. But I'll fly in the face of that and finally upgrade that Calc Gamble. It's a priority upgrade. Think how much better we would have been cycling our deck if we had that. On sale Blade Dance. On sale Cloak and Dagger. It's actually not bad. Not normally a card I rate very highly in a 20, but the block goes up with dexterity and the shiv damage goes up with accuracy. Yeah, I think I have to take it. Not upgraded, no problem. It's the only thing we can afford anyway. Can't believe we got to Act 4 and could still buy something despite Ectoplasm. No, the real DDR luck was not running to 2 Thieves the moment we set foot in Act 2. Alright, deep breaths, it's time. For Spear and Shield, Heart's Entourage. Can't even look at the heart until you deal with this. I don't like what I'm looking at already. Immediate Blade Dance. I don't have space for all the Blade Dance things though, do I? No, that's 4. We've got room for 4. If I start shanking the Spear, I can build up Kunai, immediately backflip, and see where that takes me. I'd like to discard that. Wait, I can discard the Apparition with Survivor. That's a pretty good idea. But an even better idea would be... playing 2 Apparitions if I get another one, just so that I can... I don't actually think it's worth playing the Blade Dance for Kunai value currently. But I will do it. The boot value, you see. Okay, that kind of works. If Adrenaline can get with something good. I was saying 2 Apparitions as an idea. I have no well-laid plans. Playing both of these Apparitions is a pretty big deal so that I don't get molested next turn. Because Shield is going to hit me from behind and Spear is going to hit me for 40. So I'm dead without these Apparitions. Burst or no burst, these have got to be played. And then Stripping Artifact is good. Caltrops' damage against the Spire Spear, but he's going to have block for that. But stripping artifact is good. Yeah, Malaise will strip artifact. No, we'll do this. So yeah, this turn... How freaking bad does this look? I suppose you don't see the damage that they're normally doing. This guy would be hitting me for 38 plus 50% because he's hitting me from behind, and Spire Spear would be doing it 10 by 4. I'd be dead. Oh, I wouldn't be dead. Apparition is here. Well, that's very funny. I mean, this isn't very funny. This draw sucks. Should I hold on to that Apparition or play it right now? This is going to be a very, very bad fight, no matter how you cut it. They might not even attack next turn. Let's just hold off. Hopefully burst that in some future. Oh god. They might not attack, you see. I need to turn around. Well, that is a horrible amount of damage to take. Cycle's always the same? Oh no, there is randomness to how these guys attack. There's not a lot of randomness to the spear, of course. Always starts with the burn strike, and then starting on turn 2, skewer, but he has chances based on these. Might piercer, or burn strike and piercer. He's going for the burn strike right now, of course. I gotta burst that adrenaline if I want any hope of winning here. Malaise, you say? I could double that Malaise on Spire Spear, but it's going to block the first one, and that doesn't help me in any appreciable way, because I'm out of energy. That Entrepot might be getting popped open pretty soon. Or are we saying... Oh, maybe I burst a little too early, because there's the Blade Dance that I can't actually make good use of. Double leg sweep would only clear the artifact. It wouldn't kill the... it wouldn't do any weaken on the Spire Spear. Would weaken the Spire Shield for next turn, though. Blade Dance finisher. Sounds good, but I'm strength downed for finisher. And I can't reasonably double the Blade Dance because I don't have space in hand for it. I think I'm popping the Entrepot. There's a chance these guys drop a potion, 40%, but right now I need the healing, and a potion that gets me out of this mess would be quite welcome. Fairy is huge, wow. Fairy's a great find. So when we die, we don't die, which is good because we could easily brick on the heart if we get that far. Still 6 shivs. If I play Welly Plan's Blade Dance, it is indeed 6 shivs, but 6 shivs doesn't kill Spire Spear. Turning around is still good, though. I don't have After Image down to make life even worse. Let's see what's in you then, shall we? Not After Image, but an interesting calc gamble. The Alchemize is there as well. I think we just need to deal the damage on the spear. It has to die. I have Retain. Retaining on calc gamble could be an idea. Getting the extra energy is also welcome. And the extra dexterity is welcome as well. I think I need that finisher damage. And the leg sweep over the Malaise. If I turn around, it's probably a bad idea. Blocks that. I'll hold on to Malaise Calc Gamble, perhaps. Cool things could happen to cool people. Yeah, leg sweep on Spear Shield, on the shield was tempting. Oh god. So about that Calc Gamble. Alchemize will still be there for me in the future. There is an apparition waiting for me. I don't think playing After Image is the play here. I need to calc gamble and find a way out of this. I need to kill the spear, which I can kill with either of my blade dances. And then blocking you is a lot more agreeable. So yeah, it's just calc gamble here. There's the apparition. And it might get even better if I can burst it. There's 2 of them in here, and we're drawing 2 cards with backflip. It's not here, but that's fine. This one apparition alone saves my bacon. And there's the blade dance to put an end to this guy's vile machinations. Alright, there we go. Things get a lot better now. Still need to win, of course. Winning might prove troublesome. I can't get through this guy even if I cloak and dagger. And nothing's going to hurt me here, so playing any of this is a waste of time. Except, I've already used up Art of War. So, bonk. Alright. I gotta say that burst leg sweep's looking better and better, but what's inside the escape plan? Unless I want to burst escape plan. 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. Half of these things hit escape plan's blocking. I don't want to leave this fight without playing my Alchemize, though, because this is a kind of crappy potion. Is Neutralize there? Neutralize is there. Let's see if it's waiting for me. No, it's not. Okay. There we go. That weaken is going to be considerably useful for us. I have not broken Art of War, so let's not break Art of War. Gotta play this quite gingerly. Yeah, I do need to burn those shivs, that much is true. Want to preserve the weaken on you. You've weakened me a fair bit. That's not fair, nobody said you could do that. I think I just burn these shivs. It's not burning if I get kunai value out of it, is it? There we go. Not interested in taking damage here. -3 strength. Why don't you hit my focus, you fool? Okay, this is looking a lot better. Need that Alchemize before we finish the fight. Bear in mind, Spear Shield can kill himself on my Caltrops, so don't get into a position where that happens. That's why I'm not even bursting this. Ha 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 ha. It's almost funny. We'll do a bit more damage. Then I will hold on to... Probably burst, but still keep hold of Survivor in case I brick on block. Don't know how I could brick on block. Burn, malaise, alchemize, neutralize maybe. But yeah, let's just not leave that to chance. Alchemize is here. What do you got? What are we hoping for? Energy, draw pot, gambler brew, ghost in a jar, power potion. Energy potion's fine. Keep this fool as weak can be. Keep me super blocked. Finish him off and get over to the heart. The heart's going to be quite the fight. No, you can't have 99 block. That's illegal. That's a nice looking malaise. But killing you is also nice. I want to up my kunai a fair bit. So I'm happy to attack you when you have 99 block. Not kunai, the other thing. Nunchaku. Keep you weakened so I don't float energy. And then finish the fight. I just finish you with 2 cloak and daggers, don't I? No, it's 10 and 10. One shy there. Which is actually good. And now I could get my malaise on. That amuses me, so... How about you don't hurt me anymore, please? That's good. That's extra opportunities to build up my nunchaku. Although, aren't you going for the 99 block right now? Yeah, I think that's smash plus 99 block. God, you are continuing to be a problem for me. Fortunately, I continue to block a ton. 2 and 2, that's perfect block. Oh, I forgot about the plated armor, of course. He keeps hurting himself, right? I want this thing built up. Could we please get there? Maybe. Not when he's got his 99 bleeding block. And he's still trying to block himself. There is one turn where he doesn't actually block himself, and I will kill him with 2 shivs. Which is what I'm trying to go for here. Let him kill himself via the spikes. That's another idea. Yeah, I kill him next turn if I just Blade Dance and then hold on to 2 shivs. He's not hurting me. I hit him even for 9 and 9 next turn. We'll finish him. And he's even hurting himself a bit more. Alright, that is fine. A lot of setup just to set up 1 relic, but I think it's very important to have that extra energy. Turn 1 against the heart because of Ring of the Snake. So there we... Do not play Neutralize. Boot will not bring this up to 5 damage. It'll just leave me with no nunchaku. Wow. So we're talking about useless relics recently. Gremlin Horn from Spear and Shield, literally useless. When an enemy dies, the only remaining enemy is the heart, and when it dies, the game ends. So normally a great relic. Here it's just complete and utter worthless trash. Cloak and Dagger is back again, this time upgraded. However, dodge and roll with all my kunai gains could be really good. Even so, I'm taking that Cloak and Dagger. I'm very, very shy on damage, and as you know, damage is needed to kill the heart. Might be relying on those caltrops a bit much. Okay, well... hopefully we're never dead in the first cycle. After image coming early is huge, because between that and the tungsten rod, we'll never be hurt by Beat of Death, as long as I play the first one first. Groovy. Now, let's make this run go somewhere. Burst. No, I was hoping to burst the adrenaline. I need to play the adrenaline. I gotta get down to my setup cards. None of these are setup cards. I need accuracy, I need caltrops, well-laid plans, gotta get burst things going. Lots to do. Huh. Nice cards, but none of the setup to go with it. Malazing the heart for 3 makes me have a much easier time surviving the first round without needing to rely on apparitions. I'm still going to be frail though, but at least the heart will do nothing on its multi-hit, leaving me only concerned about the big hit. And the big hit can be dealt with a single non-bursted apparition, so as nice as this malaise would be for a lot of things, we're just going to use it here. We'd get slightly more value out of bursting it. We'd get rather a lot of value if we energy potion burst it. Not for the negative strength, but for the weakness. The heart cleanses negative strength every 3 turns. So is weakness 4 okay? It'll be 5 when I neutralize, and if I'm not set up by then, I'm in a lot of trouble anyway. I'm just contemplating this energy potion. What else can this energy potion do for me? It can make a calculated gamble turn go a lot better. I'll hold on to it for something more vital than something that just maybe helps later. Alright, there we go. So, completely safe in the multi-hit. A lot safer from its big hit, although Fairy might still need to chip in. Not a good turn 1, though, overall. There's worse, but there have been better. Well, Apparition could not have come at a better moment. This is the one that goes away when it's not played, and it works against the big hit. That is Draw of the Gods right there. Could not ask for better. So, yes, please, Apparition. Get Welded Plans down as well. Get Slimed out of the way. Maintain the Vuln, or get... I'm going to hold on to both of these for next turn, because it refunds the Nunchaku, gives me the Art of War, and it's still going to prolong the week, and the Kunai is no good right now, so... Also with After Image, that Blade Dance is delectable. So far, it's looking good. 0 by 15, what will I do? I don't know, anything? Can even burst the Blade Dance if I'm feeling gutsy. And that damage needs to be done, but notably we have no accuracies. Even so, it's worth doing for the Kunai procs. I'm looking at that Calc Gamble and contemplating working my way down the deck just to get accuracy down. Because yeah, this Calc Gamble draws me 5, which is useful. Because yeah, those accuracies need to go down. But I think this Burst Blade Dance for the Kunai alone is worth it. Alright. Slight problem here. If I play Calc Gamble, I play it twice. That means I might actually get rid of something that I don't want to get rid of. This is a good opportunity to burst Apparition Plus, but it's wasted for one of the turns and might be wasted for the next, so we don't press further. Ascender's Bane actually got in my way there. If it were anything else, I could have played it, got rid of it, had space for the 8th Shiv, and then gotten more Kunai. Accuracy's here, Caltrops is here. This is really good. Just play everything. This is all my setup at once. Could Calc Gamble this, but do I want to? I could still hold on to Calc Gamble for something better. I only have 1 energy, but I have Energy Potion if something really good turns up. Big chunky block card here, though. Block is notably something we don't have much of. I might want to hold on to that Apparition, but there's no burst to go with it, and Fairy is an ablative Apparition. Yeah, there's not much there, is there? There's Piercing Wail for the multi-hit. Cloak and Dagger, defend... Screw it, let's go. Oh boy, Finisher. Good to get the Void out of the way, at least. There's an argument for holding on to the wound so it doesn't get redrawn. It's not a good enough argument without additional draw, though. And even that Finisher doesn't do anything... Well, it does a bit for me. Alright. Holding Apparition sounds safer. Yeah, against a situation like this, absolutely. But we can still survive. We'll go low, but we will survive. I didn't get the Blade Dance that I wanted. Blade Dance of my dreams. There's no draw here. Wait, there's Adrenaline. Last time I checked, Adrenaline was good. Can I even make use of this Energy Potion? No, but I can hold on to that Alchemize. Plus I'm getting extra energy that I don't even know what to do with. I need this damage dealt. Wish I had something like Envenom now. I'll take all this damage on the chin. I don't mind it. We have the Piercing Wail too. Wait a second. Artifact? I didn't agree to you being artifacted. Uh-oh. Could die next turn. Oh well. Forgot about the artifact. Thought I'd be chewing through it, but I'm doing anything but. Ah, Apparition is here. How many times has this man been punished? We're trying to keep track. No, the fairy isn't fine because the multi-hit will smash through, you'll heal from the fairy, and it'll keep smashing and kill you. But yes, the apparition is there. So we can continue holding on to the piercing wheel for the next multi-hit. Still sounds dangerous. I think I have to apparition immediately though. Damage is looking dangerous. I need to smash this guy for a lot of health. We don't have poison or anything to help us out. Yeah, my puny max health makes this all the scarier, doesn't it? And there's no draw at all here, is there? Okay, then this apparition has to go down. And I'd rather like having some... That's okay, Tungsten Rod saves us. Also, Caltrops puts in a lot of work here. And I want to get another Kunai proc. Not to mention just shiving in general is good. Hold on to Piercing Wheel Alchemize. My dream is that I find a turn where I need lots of energy. I'm not running into that turn anytime soon though, am I? This is fine. Floating so much energy. Ice cream would be lovely. We held on to this card for that one purpose, dealing that 75. There's the other apparition to hold on to deal with the next multi-hit. However, I need to get through his artifact. Where the... Oh, there's Neutralize. So Neutralize plus Leg Sweep will deal with the artifact, and then Piercing Wheel will take care of the next multi-hit. Apparition will deal with the next big hit, and then I'm on my freaking own. Next multi-hit will kill me. Not good, is what that is. Wish I could burst that Leg Sweep. Do I play the Alchemize anyway? This energy potion just is probably never getting any real use. And it could be a potion that really changes how I play this fight. It's also 5 healing. No, the artifact only gains 2... The heart only gains 2 artifact once. It'll never gain further artifact in the fight. Not to my knowledge, at least. Might actually be able to make use of this energy. Alchemize is 1, Blade Dance is 2, Leg Sweep's another couple... No, I'm just wasting it. But I think I need to pop that Alchemize because I need to hold on to Apparition Piercing Whale now. So that means no more holding on to Alchemize, so yeah, just get rid of it. What's in the potion? Oh, wow, could have done with this ages ago. Punished, at long last. Right, sweep the leg to remove 1 artifact. If it goes to the multi-hit next turn and I don't have Neutralize, I could just die. And given my lack of draw, that's quite possible. Because I can't Calc Gamble with Piercing Wheel in my hand. But that's a problem for the future. Also, it's about to gain additional Beat of Death, so I can no longer constantly block it with the Tungsten Rod. So that's also cool. Nothing for it but to hold on to Apparition and Piercing Wheel. Maybe even Burst Apparition could save my bacon. There are a lot of ways out here, but there are plenty of ways to brick and die here. The multi-hit being here. Oh, Neutralize! It was top of the deck just waiting for me. Beat of Death is at 3, but I still have my Fairy. So it's Neutralize, Piercing Wheel for sure. Take nothing. How many skills? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skills. I think I play Escape Plan to try and get that block so that we don't take damage this turn. Nice. So Neutralize to get rid of the last artifact. Piercing Whale keeps me just barely alive. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Burst Apparition doesn't really achieve anything that Apparition doesn't, so I more think I want to burst Blade Dance Backflip next turn. So let's still hold on to Apparition Burst, right? I rather think so. Calc Gamble, you any use at all? No, I like what's coming. I gotta say, we've seen virtually no use out of Calculated Gamble. Has it dug us out of any pits so far? There we go, it's beyond the threshold for murdering, almost. As we are right now, could we block this without the Apparition? If I could hold the Apparition for 1 more cycle, that'd be tremendous. I think we should. We should hold on to the Apparition, even at the cost of using the Fairy. The fairy can save us from a big hit, but the apparition could save us from a multi-hit as well. So we're taking this one on the chin with a fairy. And that's assuming that we can't just deal with this anyway. Which I don't think we can. What happens if we burst Cloak and Dagger? Not enough good things, so we just accept the fact that we're going down here. So it's burst, Cloak and Dagger, Blade Dance. Yeah. Oh, that's my crappy single shiv Blade Dance. Ew. Well, the damage needs to be done. Max damage. Alright, Fairy, this is why we got you. Don't play all-out attack. We need to hold on to the apparition. I can even burst the apparition to survive the entire next cycle. I think we've got this one then. Crunch by Navi. That said, I still have to survive Beat of Death. I can only play 6 cards before Beat of Death kills me. Provided I don't block, and I do plan on blocking. Actually, that's not true. Beat of Death only does 1 damage, courtesy of Tungsten Rod and After Image. Not even getting my numbers right here. That's okay. We're looking for Burst, Blade Dance to seal the win. Probably Burst, Blade Dance, Blade Dance. Ritual is helping us out a lot here as well. But yeah, Burst Apparition gets us through the next horror show. Alright, we should be there. Just Burst Apparition immediately. Oh god, yes! Oh god, yes. Alright, we're here. No damage for me, please, for the next 2 turns. Damage has been ruled illegal by the Court of Silent. And that, as they say, is that. Whew, needed to burn just about every resource to get through, but that is of no concern. Set that streak to 2. Actually needed Caltrops to secure the win there. Don't know how we won without that additional 100 and something damage. 150. Would have been 200 odd if we needed to go another round, but whew. Turn 1 kind of blew, but turn 2 just sealed the deal for that run. What a run it was. Glorious victory with the Silent. Not an exactly orthodox set of relics. And this deck severely lacked scaling, but a couple of accuracies, couple of Blade Dances, and like I said, although we couldn't find more Blade Dances to add to the mix, I saw one, but I gave it up for what exactly? Yeah, there we go, I skipped a Blade Dance plus no less in favor of Well-Laid Plans. And I could have even done away with that because there was another Well-Laid Plans that came on offer later on, right? Yeah, there we go. I took Adrenaline over it. Often you go the entire run with never seeing Well-Laid Plans, and we saw 2. We had to make awkward decisions, lots of thinking, lots of contorting, but we won, absolutely slaughtered those 2 runs. You see how much extra thinking was involved in the Silent compared to the Ironclad. 40 minutes of it. 45. Not meeting Time Eater was also helpful. As I like to say in Orthrex, luck is a skill. Alright, I'll take 2 out of 3 for today. Defect absolutely failed to take off there. I feel like Nuclear Battery was a poor choice there. But that was my poor choice to make. That does it for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Apparently my schedule says I'll be back with Factorio, is that right? Yeesh. No, it says Star Sector. Huh. I thought it was Factorio tomorrow. Well, either way, I need to plan both of those things. I need to prepare Star Sector so that it's actually a proper campaign we can do with chatter names involved. And I do plan on roping in chatters, so I need to set that up and test it. And I need to think how on earth I deal with Factorio on Saturday. Because we still have a lot of problems to deal with in 32 hours. 32 sounds like a lot, but then it becomes 25, then 12, then 6, and then... How do I get to the solar system edge? But my problems to deal with. Yours are that you're going to have to find something else to do. Given the day, it's probably playing Silk Song. Doesn't appeal to me, but I know it does to many. So until we're back, it's a cheers and a cheerio.